Hey, good morning, everyone. This is the Morning Blitz Sports Talk, episode 14. Sorry, guys, I have not been around for a bit. Just so everyone understands, I have got into an accident driving back home from Montreal. A moose hit me, and I've been essentially very much hurting and all that stuff. I'll be right back real quick. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Sometimes, unfortunately, I have to keep an eye on my phone for emergency purposes. So, once again, good morning. This is the Morning Blitz Sports Talk, episode 14. TSA, it was about to happen. And the Astros, I don't know how to expect from that one. Currently, right now, the Red Sox are 66 wins, 55 losses, as the Astros 67 wins, 53 losses. Also, yesterday, um, Los Angeles Angels won 7-6. Performance versus the Astros. The Boston Red Sox 14-run offensive explosion on Tuesday came at the perfect time. The team had lost 3 straight games and had the bottom of the rotation lineup for the next 2 games. The Red Sox beat the Astros 14-1. At the center of the offense was Roman Anthony. Anthony walked 4 times, homered once, and scored 4 runs. It was Anthony's fourth home run of the season and second in 2 days. Anthony homered on the 8th pitch of his at-bat off a four-seam fastball at eye level. It wasn't a cheap shot either. The ball traveled 428 feet to the straightaway center field. According to Baseball Savant, the ball would have been a home run everywhere but Fenway Park. Unfortunately, the Red Sox were on the road. The rookie now has 21 extra base hits and 32 walks in 52 career games, according to Nesson post-game show. He's the only player in Red Sox history to have at least 20 extra base hits and 25 walks in their first 52 games, besides Ted Williams. That's a big company to be beside of. Uh, that wasn't the only feat Anthony accomplished. His home run on Tuesday was his first time hitting home runs back-to-back games. According to Tim Healy of the Boston Globe, the only Red Sox players 21 years or younger to homer in back-to-back games are Williams, Rafael Devers, and Tony Conigliano. Can't pronounce last names for the life of me. For the youngest player to accomplish accolades will fade away eventually. Anthony will be mentioned in the same breath as all-time greats for years to come. Spartanburg takes the mound tomorrow as the Red Sox try to take the series against the Astros. That is about Tuesday. Today is the day that the Astros take on the Red Sox again. Now, the question I have for you guys, are the Red Sox going to do another one and belt the ass to the Houston Astros? That is another thing to be seen. We will figure that out as time goes on. James Cooks of the Buffalo Bills lands a $48 million deal with the Bills to end the awkward contract standoff that's been going on for quite a while over in Buffalo. Good for him. He got his bag. And let's see what the Buffalo Bills do with him after fact of all that information. I have no clue what other preseason games are coming up for the NFL, but let me read them off. We have the New England Patriots taking on the Minnesota Vikings on Saturday, 1 p.m. We have the Tennessee Titans taking on the Atlanta Falcons at 7 p.m. Friday. Okay, so there's a lot of Friday and Saturday games. Friday is Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Seattle Seahawks. And all that. Yeah, obviously the auto. Yeah, since the auto is a robotic. Yeah, that's just because I was reading something that sounds robotic. It's when I read things, it sounds a little robotic. Sorry about that. Friday is also Kansas City Chiefs versus Seattle Seahawks, Miami Dolphins versus the Detroit Lions, Packers versus Colts, Browns versus Eagles, Panthers versus Houston, 49ers versus Raiders, Ravens versus Cowboys, Chargers versus Rams, a battle of LA right there. And another battle in New York between the Jets and the Giants, Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus Pittsburgh Steelers, Cardinals versus Denver, Jaguars versus the Saints, Bills versus Bears, and Bengals versus the Commanders. Currently, that's what it is. So let's do a recap. We've won preseason games, who won, who lost, and then go from there. All right. Ravens defeat the Colts 24-16. Eagles defeat the Bengals 34-27. Tie game between the Raiders and the Seahawks. Browns beat the Panthers 30-10 with Shador Sanders put on the clinic. Lions defeat the Falcons barely 17-10. Patriots demolish the Washington Commanders 48-18. Giants beat Buffalo 34-25. Vikings beat the Texans 20-10. Pittsburgh beats Jacksonville Jaguars 31-25. Let me put something out there. If this was the regular season, that 70-yard kick would have been on a record, just so everyone knows. Rams defeat the Cowboys 31-21. Buccaneers defeat Tennessee Titans 29-7. Cardinals beat the Chiefs 20-17. Jets beat the Packers 30-10. Broncos beat the 49ers 30-9. Another tie game between the Dolphins and the Bears 24-24. And then the Chargers beat New Orleans 27-13. That's week 1 of the preseason. Week 2 preseason games. I've already announced those. But let's go over and let's see who wins. Tennessee versus Falcons. I'm going to give it to the Falcons. I want the Falcons to win this one. Seattle versus the Chiefs. I'm giving this to. I guess I'm going to give it to the Chiefs. Houston versus Carolina. I give it to the Panthers. I give the Eagles over the Browns. Patriots over the Vikings. Packers over the Colts. Lions over the Dolphins. Raiders over the 49ers. Buccaneers over the Steelers. Jets. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give the Giants over the Jets. I'm going to get Chargers over the Rams. Ravens over the Cowboys. Saints over the Jaguars. Denver over Arizona. Bills over the Bears. And then the Commanders over the Bengals. Does my audio still feel robotic? Because it seems like the way I'm talking or the way it is. You can call me Android 3000, I guess, if it keeps sounding like that. Obviously, that's not intentional. It's just something that I guess is happening, and there's no way out of it. If it sounds robotic, tomorrow morning will be another day, right? So we have that. Let's go into the news department here. Indiana Harris is in the first drill since the 4th of July fireworks eye injury, but his timetable remains unclear. Odell Beckham Jr. denies retirement report from fake accounts, says he's not done yet. Vikings wide receiver punt returner Rondell Moore to miss second consecutive season due to preseason knee injury. Steelers Aaron Rodgers still frustrated with new helmets as it looks like a damn spaceship. Oh, okay. Um, NFL to appeal after Nevada Supreme Court approves John Gruden's lawsuit that blocked arbitration. Tom Brady reflects on first year as broadcaster with Fox. There was a lot of growing pains. I guess we can agree on that. Fantasy football video is Dak back. Why the Cowboys QB could be a mid-round steal in your draft. Don't agree with that. Let me put a little spin on that. Dak Prescott sucks. He's not going to do anything for the Cowboys, and Joe Milton will take over starter by like week 3. NFL holdouts, contract negotiation tracker. We already know this. There it is. Packers QB Jordan Love having surgery to fix torn ligament in thumb, expected to be back to practice next week. That was a day ago. Let's see. Anything actually remotely important? Steelers defensive tackle Cam Hammond confirms Holden wants a restructured deal to reflect all proceeds and honestly looking to be valued. Fair. Eagles Pro Bowler Landon Dickerson to reportedly have minor knee surgery will be a week to week. Tom Brady breaks down that the North Carolina players are getting in Bill Belichick. You will be prepared for the next level. Okay, I agree with that. Bill Belichick's going to be the whole thing. Pete Carroll defends Geno Smith after Raiders QB flipped off Seahawks fans. Did you see what the sign said? All right, he defended his QB. Smart move. Don't blame him. Yeah. JJ McCarthy plays a series and Vegas reaches over and has a decent outing. So what I found funny is everyone's really much talking high stake, very high on Giants QB Jackson Dart throws that and has a touchdown, and then it's like him and Cam Ward are like the biggest thing out. Like, oh my god, it's like no, okay, hold on, let's put the brakes here a bit, okay, people. There's a lot of shit that was going on, but no one talks about Shedeur Sanders' explosive performance. Oh no, it's totally avoid that. Let's why. So let's go to Boston. Let's go to NBA news. Boston Celtics. Gersbeck will reportedly step down as Celtics league governor, handing reins to Bill Grissom after team sale. Current Boston Celtics owner Gersbeck will no longer serve as league governor following the team's pending $6.1 billion sale. ESPN Sham reported Tuesday. Pennant owner Bill Cousin, a managing partner at Symphony Technology Group, will assume the title of league governor. It's unclear whether the move is a change from the previous reported plan. When reports of the team's sale to Grissom emerged in May, it was announced that Grissom would remain the team's governor for 3 more seasons before handing things over to Grissom. Grissom has asked me to run the team as CEO and governor for the first 3 years and stay on as his partner, and I am glad to do so. Statement read at the time. There's enough time right there to suggest this may have always been the plan. His original statement doesn't mention the governor, but does mention he would stay on as a partner for a few years. It sounds like that will still be the case. Gersbeck is giving up his league governor title, but will remain the team's alternate governor and CEO through 2028. When the sale was announced in May, Gersbeck had nothing but good things to say about Grissom, calling him a terrific person and a true Celtics fan. Grissom, with the help of an investment firm, purchased the Celtics for $360 million in 2002. He served as the team CEO and league governor most recently. To the surprise of many, it announced in 2024 that he was looking to sell his majority stake in the team. The announcement came just weeks after the Celtics defeated the Dallas Mavericks to win the NBA championship. It didn't take long for a deal to come together. Months later, Grissom announced that the franchise sale to Grissom The sale was announced for 6.1 billion, North American record at the time. This is a big deal, switching ownerships. Um, Not having El Harford coming back, Holiday getting traded. Just a lot of shake up going on right now in the NBA, and I don't know how I feel about it. I'm a big Boston Celtics fan. I hope that things would get better for the Boston Celtics, and I hope so because uh, going into the next season, I mean, they signed the head coach to a multi-year contract extension, which is great for Joe. Joe's a good coach, and he has really put this team on his back. And hopefully, with all being said and done, that this leads to a much bigger, um, bigger push for the postseason. However, Tatum looks like he's out for the season, and that's not good for the Boston Celtics. That puts a damper into any future plans of going on and winning it all, I guess. I mean, who knows? We could surprise everybody and win it with just Jalen Brown and the current group that they have. But, you know, time only tells. Lakers GM Robert says that it would be great if LeBron James retired with the team. Okay, I have a feeling that they're trying to push LeBron James out of LA. I don't blame him. It's a waste of money. Um, I mean, the man should have retired after getting his ass whooped. You know, um, for whatever reason, they want to take that NBA Cup as like a pride moment for the franchise. They even put a banner up, which everyone laughed about. It's stupid. It's dumb. The Bills head coach Billy Donovan agreed to a multi-year contract extension. Why? Why did this guy even get a contract extension? That I know it's old news, but when I look at his record, it's mind blowing. He combined 195 wins to 205 record in one playoff. But yet the other guy they got rid of, like, what? There's the logic to this. So the 25-26 Clippers could become the oldest team in NBA history. I mean, they have Chris Brown. Let's see, they have Chris Brown. Well, okay, so they have Chris Brown, James Harden, Brook Lopez, Chris Betham, Kawhi Leonard, Doncic, Bailey Beal, and Chris Dunn. And they're all in their late 30s. Okay, I can see where this could be. That's crazy. All right, so instead of trying to get young, they got older. Okay. I don't know where that's going to lead the LA Clippers. But no power to them. I mean, I guess. Um, so let's go and let's see here. Evan signed a 2-year, $4.1 million contract with the Seattle Kraken. Why the Rangers finally may have turned a corner. Land purchase of flats for a new arena for the Ottawa Senators. Okay, let's read this. Um, this is for New York Times. Um, Capital Sports Development Inc., a development group led by the Ottawa Senators and the National Capital Commission, have announced they have signed an agreement of purchase and sale for approximately 11-acre land parcels at the Brenton Flats. The site would be used to build a multi-purpose entertainment venue closer to the city's downtown compared to the Canadian Tire Center, which is 30 minutes west of the city's core. The new arena would serve as the home of the Senators. A league source told The Athletic that the sale price for the land is approximately $30 million. We are pleased to reach an agreement of purchase and sale with the NCAA, the next step in the process. Senators team president Sadell Wheatliner said in a news release Monday afternoon there are still many more hurdles to clear. We look forward to working with the NCC and other stakeholders to achieve our shared vision of creating an event center at Little Flats that can be enjoyed by our Ottawa community. And there's a render of it. The render looks beautiful, not gonna lie. Um, I think this is well deserved. I think Ottawa Senators need a new arena. They've been at the Canadian Tire Center for a very long time, and let's be honest, any team that tries to win, sometimes you have to shed this nasty smell of where you are at, so you can essentially achieve the greatness that you're hoping your franchise will get. Um, with that being said, I wish them best of luck. Um, not Ottawa, you know, I'm really not an Ottawa fan. Um, so lots of Bruins below, right? But that being said, I think this is good for the Ottawa franchise and the community of Ottawa to get a good situation. But fortunately, I'm gonna let you guys. More games are happening later today, so I'll fill you in, guys, on all that good stuff. You guys have a good day.